It's not Friday yet.
It's on the Friday.
I
My
guess
day's done.
technically you're after work now.
Yeah, this is after hours.
Yeah. Okay, good for you. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
Well, welcome into the most must-see NFL or AVI NFL ramble that is this side of the Mississippi. Fight me on it. I bet you can't or won't.
I mean, I don't
So,
want to get the COVID.
yeah, no, that's true. Stay away
Ooh,
from me.
just here's an interesting tidbit just for the call right now. Guess I'm getting
Mm.
a phone call from Myanmar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
I know someone in Myanmar.
Yeah, no, that makes
Probably
total sense.
probably some prince wanting me to
Give you
send
like a couple $1 billion, man. It just makes sense.
and then they will give me double that back.
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
you just need to send like $50,000
yeah,
and then they send you back 200 million.
yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I know football, but that was just kind of funny.
Welcome in, everybody. You're listening to just ramble at this point. Not
Ramble.
even AVI NFL ramble. It's just ramble. Oh, God. So, welcome in, everybody, I guess. Welcome into our week 5 preview.
I know it's flying.
Yeah, if this week even happens.
Don't do that. It's
Yeah,
happening
knock
tonight,
knock
right?
on fake wood. It
We got a
starts
game tonight.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember who plays. Oh no, it
The
was the Bears and
Buccaneers, I believe.
Buccaneers. Yeah,
Tom
both teams are
Brady.
3-1. What the hell, man? How are
Bears
the
are not that
Bears
good.
three and
They're not
one?
that good. They're not good. They're not good 3-1. They're not gonna win much from here on out. After who benches their quarterback after going after going 3-0. And then now they're 0-1 with
No,
Nick
no, they
Foles.
were they were 2-1
They
because
were 2-0. They lost last week. They
I
lost
thought that
last week with Nick Foles.
did
Yes, no.
they? I thought Nick Foles came in last week and brought them back to
That was the
beat
week before.
the Falcons.
Yeah, that was the week before. That was
Oh,
so what yeah, so I mean technically I guess they were 2-0 in the middle of a game losing to the Falcons, and then that's when they put in Nick Foles. They won that game and then they lost this past Sunday.
the Bears.
Who was it?
That's who does that.
They lost to the Colts 19-11. So they only scored 11 points at Nick Foles.
Yeah. Does not look great for Nick Foles. But we're not here to really talk about real people and real games. We're here to talk about the football players that breathe fire and sword fight. You know, that whole thing. Fantasy football. Doing that.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh man. We got I think we got our first real set of bye weeks coming up this week that people have to contend with, or does that start next week? I mean, technically last week shit started hitting the fan because of COVID and everything. But yeah, I don't remember. I'm not sure. It looks like bye weeks might not start until next week. So I might be completely talking about
No,
out my
no,
ass right
the
now.
Packers have the bye week this week.
Oh yeah. No, there is bye weeks happening this week. You are correct, and you, sir, are pretty well affected. But we'll talk about that here in just a minute. We're gonna start off with our number 12 team against our number 9 team with bad things happening in Laura against the AVI Fantasy with Anthony. Uh, Closely contested game as of right now, from what I'm seeing, projected 118 to 120. I mean, really, if you get into the decimal points, less than a 2 point difference in score, less than a point and a half difference in score. And yeah, okay, let me ask you this: you're concerned Lamar Jackson has not been practicing the last 2 practices.
Really?
You concerned about him playing this week or no?
I mean, he is questionable, but
He's playing Cincinnati, and I really think
it
that
says
even
right here
RG3 can come in and play Cincinnati and beat them.
his stats for Sunday's game against the Bengals shouldn't be impacted. So
Okay.
I would project he's still playing.
Okay.
And considering he's a star, um,
Probably just letting him sit out during the week.
He's one of those guys that can now just sit out for the week and then play on Sunday. Then be fine.
Yeah, he should absolutely be fine. Ingram is projected okay at 10 points. Anthony's still riding Mike Davis with Carolina right now, and
he's been great. I have him in my other league, and I mean, I don't know. I assume when Christian McCaffrey comes back, he'll go to nothing, or do you think he'll actually get some touches still?
No, I think maybe week 1 that CMC comes back.
You're paying him too much to not freaking ride him.
Yeah. He's the workhorse. He's the guy. I want to say the owner of the Panthers just helped him or bought him a goddamn mansion.
Oh.
So
that's a nice gift.
Yeah. I think when Christian McCaffrey comes back, he'll be just fine. He'll be slotted right back in, first, second, third down back, and goal line back, and Mike Davis will come in when Christian McCaffrey is feeling benevolent enough to let him. Thielen is, good to go against Seattle. Seattle is a pretty weak backfield right now, so Thielen could absolutely tear it up. Beckham's got a toe injury. And against a pretty good Indianapolis defense right now. So, don't know how much I would trust that necessarily, but I mean, it's Odell Beckham, so I don't know how much I would necessarily trust him. Yeah, he puts up 43 points last week and skyrockets himself to number 11 in the rankings, but I mean, 5, 17, 9.
Yeah.
Previous week scores. Now he's definitely hit or miss. That is his maximum upside right there. But you see, he's just a standard 10-point a week player, I'd say at this point. Hope that he gets a big touchdown. But end of the year, I could see him averaging just 10 to 12 points a week.
Yeah, that's kind of where I view him.
Take away that 43-point game. That could absolutely.
That's why I didn't draft him. That's why I didn't draft him. I had a chance, but I was like, he's just so inconsistent.
It's hard to draft him and trust him, especially with Baker Mayfield, too, because Baker Mayfield did not do anything to...
I don't trust that Browns offense in general.
The running backs, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I absolutely trust the running backs.
They've been good. I don't trust Jarvis Landry. I don't trust Odell Beckham. Yeah. And that's my stance.
Yep. I'm a little sad. I was looking for a certain running back, and it looks like Anthony picked him up. Makes me sad. Oh, well. On Laura's side of the ball, Ryan Fitzpatrick, not going to do as well as, say, Drew Brees. Sure you'll be sad about that come later on there, Laura. Wink.
Shoot.
Josh Jacobs could absolutely tear up KC and their defense right now. I think he can do pretty well. Singletary, if that game happens, could rush pretty well against Tennessee. I don't trust her wide receivers. They're very hit or miss. Not a great wide receiver. They can be awesome, but they can be very up and down.
Yep, I'm not really a fan either. Yeah, I don't know. Again, Jarvis Landry, she has her or him on the bench. He's been garbage this year.
Yeah, he has not been doing nearly as well as
Emmanuel Sanders, I would have thought would be a lot better at this point.
Juju Smith-Schuster
is on the bench too.
Yeah, no.
That's insane.
I would have expected more from Juju this year. Granted, he is the 23rd ranked wide receiver right now. I guess Keenan Allen is at 14 and Crowder is at 41. Why are you playing Crowder over him?
He did really good last week.
Yeah, he got like 17 points for her last week.
I thought it was more than that. No.
Nope, 17 points for her last week and 29 for her week 1. I guess he's been out on injury for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, I mean, he's getting double-digit targets every game. He's probably the only...
the only player on the Jets that is actually getting anything right now.
Le'Veon Bell comes back this week, probably.
We'll talk about that when I think I'm pretty sure somebody's actually playing him this week.
Yeah.
So, but right now this is projected 118 for Laura, 120 for Anthony, and I really don't know. I think Anthony wins. I think Laura remains winless.
Well, I mean, obviously, if Lamar was out, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, but
I don't even think he
he's
has a
gonna
backup
play.
quarterback. Yeah, I would still go with Anthony on this. Mainly George Kittle, he's been lights out. And then Adam Thielen has been pretty good this year.
Yep.
And then Davis with the Panthers has been lights out at least pretty darn good since Christian McCaffrey's been out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty confident about those players. And on Laura's team, I'm not really like saying like yes, I mean Josh Jacobs I'm pretty confident about maybe,
Yeah.
but Jamison Crowder, he will get the looks. Will he make the most of them? We'll see. They project Melvin Gordon at 14 points. I'm not sure if I would give him that much, especially with Philip Lindsay being back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm more concerned about players on Anthony's team. Yep.
Okay. So, in our second game of the week that we're going to talk about, we are talking about Up to Noah Good and Jen against Kittles and Bits and Josh. You can stop that right now. And this one's a little bit further as far as projections go. It's a 5-point difference, and Jen is projected for 108. Josh is projected for 113 right now.
Wait, really?
That's what I'm seeing.
That's funny.
What are you seeing on your end?
Actually, maybe something changed on Josh's team. Yeah, was Le'Veon Bell projected for you?
Let me see. I'm reloading the page. Le'Veon Bell.
Because for me, it says 0 points.
Yep, 0 points.
But the score shows only 99 for him. With that.
So we've got Deshaun Watson projected for 22 points. We've got Gaskin at 12 points, Fuller at 13, Cooper Kupp at 16, Hayden Hurst at 8, David Montgomery at 12, Dan Carlson at 7, and the Eagles defense at 6.
That's what I got.
So, yeah, it's telling me it's 113 points.
I don't know how. I mean, you could do manually the math, but I'm not going to do that. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, not going to worry about that. Don't really care. This is what it's telling me, so I'm going with what the computer thing tells me. So go with my heart. I'm going to say it's 99 to 43.
Okay.
Those are the projections right now. Up to Noah Good at 43 and Kittles and Bits at 99.
Boom. Done.
Yeah, done. Game over. I've decided it, and thus it is so.
Thus it is so.
Jen's team looks really good. And she has been on a I guess she was on an upswing. She did lose last week. And Josh only finally got his first win last week. So we'll see what happens here this week. But Jen, great matchup with Kyler Murray against the Jets this week. Kamara against a very weak Chargers defense. Man, I think it's funny. I want to say seriously right now, Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson, and Malcolm Brown, all three of the Rams running backs are now starting in three people's lineups. Because I know I got Malcolm Brown, she's got Cam Akers, and I forget who has Darrell Henderson.
Cam Akers only projected to have 4 points.
Yep.
I feel you could do a better option than that, but
yeah, she could probably find somebody better than that. She has nobody better in her active roster though right now because Adrian Peterson, the running back that she has been riding, is on bye week.
Even if you look at the running backs that are available right now, I mean, you got, well, it's not really that great of a choice, let's be honest.
No, there aren't.
7 points is the best projection, which is like as the Washington Redskins running back McKissick.
The who?
Yeah. Oh gosh, dang it.
The name redacteds.
The redacteds.
The Washington name redacteds.
So, but yeah, so maybe there really is not a better matchup with that. It looks like it's just a running back depleted season, eh?
Dude, after everybody got injured right off the bat, it seems, after like all the torn ACLs and everything going on. Yeah, man. It's running back by committees on so many goddamn teams right now, and nobody has like a standout guy. I mean, except for the couple teams that obviously have a standout guy. But like, yeah, the Rams right now, who the hell is that guy?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Who dat? Gonna beat them Saints.
But I mean, yeah, I don't really. Although Jen's team kicked my ass, that's just because Kamara had a
dude. Kamara is just insane. He's a freaking
insane week that week, man. That was absolutely ridiculous and should not have happened, and I should not have lost. But you know, we'll leave that for another time. Should not have lost against Jen. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Cam Akers, especially coming back from a rib injury like he is. I don't think he's going to get terribly many touches or looks this week. Give it another 2 or 3 weeks, and he could be a viable option back there. He could come in and just absolutely take over, given another injury or something.
Yep.
Brandon Cooks, he has been so up and down all year. Would not trust him as far as I could throw him. Allen Robinson, Captain Garbage Time right there, man. He doesn't do anything until the very end of the game.
Went out.
Really? Did my mic go out?
Oh, now I hear you again.
Okay. As I was saying, Captain freaking Garbage Time doesn't do anything until the very end of the game. And then somehow miraculously puts up like 20 to 30 points.
Sense some saltiness from this. Did you have experience?
Yeah. He put up the most points he's put up all season when he played me. 28 points, all happened during garbage time. I swear to God, dude had like 7 points up through the fourth quarter of the game, and then he finished this game with 28. Screw you. Screw you. Nobody really good on her bench right now that I would say, yeah, throw that person in. Don't know why you're even keeping Dallas Goedert around. I'm pretty sure he's done for the entire year.
Goddard? Yeah, I'm not. Is he?
I don't know. Oh, and yeah, Le'Veon Bell is on Kittles and Bits. So we'll see if Josh finally gets his main running back.
Yeah, he has him in the lineup. He's acting like he's going to play. And I've read some reports today saying that, he looked good in practice today, and they expect him to come off IR before Sunday's game and play. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The Jets are absolutely god-awful, so I don't know. I mean, he'll probably get the looks. They say he's going to go right into the number one running back position and get the carries, but is he going to do anything? He doesn't have anyone around him. He's probably not going to do much. I don't know. He's going to have like 20 carries for 25 yards.
Yep, probably. So I don't know if I would expect much from him. I don't think I'd play him. I have a hard time playing people their first week back from injury.
And that too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect them necessarily to ride him.
Yeah, no, they're getting used to getting hit again. So I'm not going to expect much. So as far as my projections go, I think Josh takes his second win in a row this week and gives Jen her second loss in a row this week.
Yeah, I think I would also go with Josh. Again, it's about this. Well, it's tough. Yeah, Josh. It's funny. He has Deshaun Watson, and then Jen has Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
and he has Will Fuller, so he's going to be like telling the whole game, watching the Texas game, be like, pass it to Fuller and only Fuller, no one else, no
Only
one else.
Fuller.
There is no one else on that team.
There is only Fuller.
So that, man,
it's a fun little.
It's gonna be an interesting matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun little situation there. In our third matchup of the week, we are going to talk about the number 10 ranked team versus number 3 ranked team. He may be number 10 in the rankings, but he's still number 1 in your heart. Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna was Twisted Vikings going up against Cody and CD's TDs, number 3 right now.
So is this 2 losses in a row streak?
I have 2 losses in a row, yeah. And Cody's on a 3-game win streak right now, up to number 3 right now in the rankings. And yeah, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked again. Calling it now. It's projected. Yeah, it's a 10-point difference in projections right now. Cody at 128, me at 118. It is going to come down to Monday night because I do have 2 people playing right now on Monday Night Football, Drew Brees and Josh Kelly. Nobody on either of our teams right now is questionable or anything like that. I'm loving the fact that I decided to actually hold on to Josh Kelly for a couple of weeks because now with Austin Eckler being out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, Kelly's going to be the guy. So I'm really hoping he can come in and just shine, and he saves my week this week, man. I need you to save my week this week.
Might. It's going to be tough, man. Cody, 128 points. That's a good projection.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really go against Josh Allen, even though he's playing Tennessee and they've had an okay defense. Josh Allen's still going to beat his projection of 21 points, more than likely.
Yeah.
Then right here, Darrell Henderson is the other running back for the LA Rams. I'm playing him. I don't have Malcolm Brown in. I can put Malcolm Brown in so that all 3 of the Rams running backs are starting. But I don't trust Malcolm Brown anymore. Trust him a whole lot more than Cam Akers, though. But yeah, Henderson at 16 points, Gibson at 14 points. Yep. Tyreek Hill, that's a situation that I'm always really worried about every time I play Tyreek Hill because that dude has the chance to put up 40+ points easily.
Yeah, no, that's true, man.
But he's going up against Las Vegas, so I don't.
Las Vegas, I hate saying that.
Yeah, I really am not feeling any safer. DJ Moore. I guess Atlanta does give up a shit ton of points to wide receivers and just everybody right now because they're pathetic. Not worried about Eric Ebron. Amari Cooper could tear up the Giants, absolutely. But the Giants defense is like, they are performing admirably. They are keeping the Giants in games this year for the most part. Our offense is just freaking pathetic.
I was going to say something bad. Never mind. I was going to say pathetic with something else in front of it. Anyway, moving on.
And then, yeah, the Colts kicker and defense. So basically all of the Colts special teams. So, yeah he's got a really good team right now. Honestly, man, I want Slayton from his team. I really want Darius Slayton.
You made offers?
I have. He never does anything with any of my trade offers. Like, they just
he doesn't want to decline them, so he just lets them sit.
Just decline them. Just let me know. Decline it. Don't be a sissy.
He doesn't want to feel the wrath of Garrett.
Just let me know. Laura lets me know.
She definitely lets you
know. I feel better about my team going into this week, though. I mean, yeah, Henry going up against Buffalo. If that game happens, knock on wood, I think Henry can beat his projection of 16 points. I think he will not put up like 30 points or anything like that, but I think he can get to lower 20s. Drew Brees, I don't trust him at all either. I'm really debating between him and Jared Goff right now. Because Goff plays Washington and Drew Brees plays the Chargers. So I really don't know which way I want to go with which quarterback I want to go with that, because they're both projected for like a 1.5 difference between themselves. Goff has been doing really well. Washington is meh. But
I don't know.
They have the ability to shut down a quarterback too.
Yep, I don't know about that one.
Nope. So, yeah, Hopkins going up against the Jets without any sort of injury designation. He's not dealing with any sort of ankle this week, from what it seems like. So, I'm absolutely loving that matchup. I'm loving the matchup between Lockett and Minnesota, because they have not been able to just stop anybody this year. I hate my matchup with Ertz and the Steelers. I'm dreading that. And then Brandon Ayuk going up against Miami. That's another one of those. I don't know if I should switch him out for somebody else. He's been doing okay since he's come back from injury.
Yeah.
When you look at it, he put up like 21 points against the Giants, 13 points last week against Miami, or the Philadelphia Eagles. That's it. He plays Miami this week. So there's a chance.
Now, though. He's gonna take some of the looks. That's all.
Yeah. So I don't know which way to go with that. I'm skeptical. Personally,
Samuel. He's projected to have 12.6 points.
Ah, nice. I'll trade you.
I'm sure you would. Get out of here.
So yeah, end of the day, you know what? Screw it. Because I've been projecting me to lose these past 2 weeks, and by God, I've lost. I'm going to say it right now. I'm winning. I am winning this week. It's in the bag. It's in the cup. It's in everything. I don't care. I'm winning. Cody, you're going down, son.
I'm going to choose you too. If Derrick Henry plays, that's going to be huge, I think.
Don't call it comeback.
And then obviously DeAndre Hopkins going against the Jets is a great matchup. So, and yeah, I'm going to say you.
Minnesota gives up the 29th most points against wide receivers. The Jets give up the 11th most. So I should actually be more comfortable about the Lockett situation than Hopkins, but Hopkins is just a target monster. He's going to just crush it this week. So, Okay. After that, we're going on to our next game of the week, and we got the number 17 versus the number 18, and the champ is here, Mr. Tony S. Burgess, man, right there. I don't know which side he's on. The man right there. Going up against Mr. Doug.
Yeah, this would be a tough one.
And this is looking like it is going to be a tough one. It should be done by Sunday night.
Yeah, that's the thing that's real nice. I have Chris Carson going Sunday night, and DK Metcalf. So, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I just got a message from, I don't know, I'm not working.
Yeah, tell him to piss off.
Yeah. But so yeah, on Sunday night, I will have 2 players left. He would have all of his players done, and so it'd be interesting because those are 2 really high scoring guys for me. Carson and Metcalf. Carson is questionable right now, so I'm gonna have to.
He was questionable going into last week, though, and he still put up 28 points last week.
Okay.
He's still dealing with the same knee injury. I feel like he'll probably end up playing this week against Minnesota, and then he has the bye week
I'll just
to
have
chill
to
out.
do some research Sunday before the noon games or 11 o'clock games and see if they have a status update for him or not.
Yep.
But
If not, you go out and look for Carlos Hyde if he is available anywhere.
yeah, I don't have any other running backs on my roster at that can play this week. So it would just be him and him. I'm gonna ride and die. Yeah, if he gets ruled out, then I'm gonna have to make some crazy move right before the 11 o'clock games. But I think he'll play.
Yeah, unfortunately though, they won't actually rule him out until if he is going out.
I know.
They could wait until an hour and a half before the game if it's a game time decision. I feel like Carson will play. I don't think you necessarily have to worry about that.
Yeah, I think
just my perspective.
You'll see. Right, you'll see.
Yeah. David Johnson going up against Jacksonville could absolutely tear them up. We'll see what happens, especially now that Houston has a new head coach.
Yeah, see what they do with him.
Yeah, so maybe they'll actually use somebody who could be a threat, potentially.
Potentially.
Yep. Robbie Anderson, DK Metcalf, decent wide receivers, working well for you this week or this year, really. DK Metcalf has kind of been a beast this year.
Yep, he has been.
Right
and
up
Robbie
there
Anderson,
with Lockett.
Robbie Anderson was just a free agent pickup after
yeah.
week 1.
Yeah,
So
no, that was
crazy.
something that people were not expecting. He put up 30 points week 1, and then he's been good, averaging 17.9, 10.5, and then 17.9 again. So we'll see what he can do against Atlanta. That gives up the 23rd most
points to receivers.
Points to wide receivers. So you got 2 really good wide receiver situations going on this week, and Robert Woods as well. Going up against Washington. Washington only gives up the second most points to opposing wide receivers, though. So you might have some cause for concern there. But I feel like Goff is still going to get the ball to him.
Yeah,
Robert Woods has been doing okay. He's still in the top 18 wide receiver right now. So, yeah, I think he was a good draft choice by me and a good trade option to you, because right now you're still playing both of my guys and I have one of yours.
Yep. That's
the
thing. Just making sure that you get value out of your trades. And 2
Yep.
starters, I think, is
I
better
thought we were both getting value, and then COVID hit.
Can't predict that.
Nope, you can't. Over on Doug's side, he's got Matt Ryan going up against Carolina. That's a decent situation. Ezekiel Elliott's going to eat up the Giants. Just to put it simply, he's going to tear them apart.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders is probably going to get eaten up himself. Mike Evans, he's perpetually questionable. I think that's just more a state of his
be the only
mental health.
The only reason I would want to watch the game tonight would be to watch to make sure Mike Evans doesn't get the ball. That's it.
Right.
Nobody else. No other factors.
Yeah. Doug's definitely got some good players going on in his side. McLaurin is definitely hit or miss. Stefan Diggs has been pretty consistent from what I can tell throughout this year. Yeah. He's number 5 ranked wide receiver right now, 16, 29, 14, 17. So he's been doing really well on his new team, and he's going up against the Texans that give up the 21st most points to wide receivers. So this could be a good game for him. Patriots defense playing Denver this week. Yeah, I think that could be a good game for them too.
Ooh. So, yeah, no, it's going to be a tough matchup overall.
Yeah.
His receivers scare me. Stephon Diggs, and then Mike Evans if they're both
if
on
he
their game.
plays.
If they're both on their game and Elliott's on his game, it's hard to win.
Yeah.
That would be hard to win.
Which, Evans is expected to play as of right now, and really it should be set in stone as of right now. We're an hour and a half away from game start.
Yep. I'm tired apparently. But and then so I have Joe Burrow going in and replacing him with Rodgers this week.
Yep.
Who's been pretty solid, so I'm not really worried about that going against the Baltimore. And then I picked up the Steelers kicker and the Cardinals defense for this week. See what happens.
Nice. So I got to go in and pick up Mason Crosby right now, is what you're telling me.
If you want to, it's not that big of a deal to me. Like if someone did pick up the Packers defense or kicker, I'm like, okay, it's fine. I just stick with what I got. I don't care. I just would prefer to have the Packers because it's fun for me when I'm watching my games. Oh, look, they got an INT. Oh, look, I got points in fantasy. It's a win-win situation always. And defenses are just, it's impossible to predict what a defense will do.
Unless you had the Steelers or the Patriots defense last year.
Although I picked up this week the Cardinals going against the Jets, and the Jets suck. But now they might have Le'Veon Bell back, so who knows what will happen with that.
Yeah, who knows? End of the day, I'm going to call you for the victory, sir.
I hope so.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I'm not going to project myself. I'm not feeling it. I'm going to choose.
You could lose?
I'm going to choose Doug. So again, if Diggs, Evans, and Elliott are all on their game, that he will win. And I'm pretty sure Elliott and Diggs will be on their game. Will Evans be on his game? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
Yep, I'm betting against myself this week.
Yeah, you're right. I should go with Doug as well. You changed my mind.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm going with Doug. Fine. You make good, valid points, and you're half your Packers or all your Packers are on bye week. So
I don't think it's gonna be. Again, it's not gonna be that big of a. Well, I guess Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones saying now it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But
okay, moving on. Second to last game of the week. We're talking about David and Aaron, Colorado beer fan.
Yeah, that is the last
man.
This is the last game.
Yeah. There's still one more. There's still Jamie and Daniel.
Oh, because there's 12 teams. I was thinking 10 teams. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's get through this one really quick because neither of us want to talk about these guys.
It's true.
Right now we have Aaron projected to win 128 to 118, very similar to my game. This game will not come down to Monday night. It will be determined by Sunday, by the end of games on Sunday. I think Aaron's in a really good situation considering Kareem Hunt is the main running back now for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. No, that's
so yeah. And the fact that Fournette could be hurt again this week and out again this week. Ronald Jones could be the top guy there for Tampa Bay again. Unfortunately, it sucks, man. He's got 2 star wide receivers, and he's having to play Tyler Boyd and Jefferson. What's his first name from Minnesota? Justin Jefferson. Oh, yeah, because Julio Jones is questionable right now, and Devontae Adams is on bye week.
That is rough, but those are actually still solid receivers. In all honesty, Justin Jefferson was actually, I think he picked up in free agency.
He did like 2 weeks ago.
He's been good. He's been good. He's been a great rookie. So those are actually some pretty solid replacements. I'm kind of jealous about how deep his team is.
Yeah, he's still got Duke Johnson. He's got Chase Edmonds, and N'Keal Harry. And he's got Shepard on his IR right now. So he's got a decent team.
He does.
It just sucks that he's right now having to deal with not having either of his star wide receivers in there.
He's still hanging on, 2-2.
Yeah. A little bit of concern on Dave's side too, considering Stephen Gilmore just tested positive for COVID, and he and Stephon Gilmore, tested positive for COVID, and he apparently went up to Patrick Mahomes after the game, and he and Patrick Mahomes gave each other a big old hug.
Wouldn't that be
so? Who knows what's going on there, man? We could be experiencing more COVID issues this week. Who knows what's going on? That's obviously for the league to decide, but yeah, who knows if Patrick Mahomes is playing this week? I know he's been taking special precautions because he's got a pregnant girlfriend at home right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So he is taking special precautions and quarantining from her now that Gilmore has tested positive. But who knows if he's actually if he contracted it or not. We will find out. He probably won't be affected this week or test positive for it this week if he does. It might only be something that comes up in like a week or two. I don't know how everything works with COVID though. So who the hell knows? But if his whole team plays, he does have a decent team going on right now. I wouldn't say terribly much in the wide receiver situation. Yet Dave's team does not look as dominant as it did last year. Thank the Heavenly Father. He's still 3-1 right now, but I don't feel as threatened going into it. Because, I mean, I remember last year with him and his projections, it was like 150 to 92.
Yeah, they were.
So, yeah, his projections last year were absolutely ridiculous. When it's 117 to 128, look, it's gone down a point since we have been talking. It was at 118. It's now at 117. So, real-time updates, people, giving them to you quick and hard. But yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, between Dayman and Dave, I think Aaron's going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Aaron too.
Aaron's got a better overall team right now. Not to say that Dave can't absolutely.
Dave always pulls out something.
He always pulls out a win. But right now, I think looking at it comparatively, I think Russell Wilson is having a better overall season than Patrick Mahomes. I think Kareem Hunt is going to beat, like, if we're looking head to head, he'll beat Jonathan Taylor. Ronald Jones could beat CEH, but I think it'll be pretty close between those two. And then the wide receivers, I would give the edge to both Dayman and Aaron. Tight end right now, I'd give the edge to Aaron. Oh yeah, and he's got Connor in his flex position. He's got James Conner in his flex position right now. Yeah, no, Aaron's got this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Aaron, definitely.
So in our final game of the week that we're going to talk about, we're talking about the number 1 team versus the number 6 team. Jamie and Ossinipa Creek at number 6, taking on Daniel, the newbie of the league this year, and all downhill from here. The number 1 team at 3-1 right now.
It's technically true, right? He's at the top of the leaderboard right now, so there's nowhere else to go except down. So it's time to go. Time to go, Daniel.
He's stuck there all year long, so he can stay there all year long. It's just it really comes down to one game, week 16. That's all that really matters.
Week 16, is that the championship?
That's championship week.
Okay.
So as long as he loses week 16 to me, then everything is fine.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. But he has a really, he's a pretty solid lineup.
See, it's nothing that you really look at. It's just like, man, that's overwhelming.
It's because of freaking Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott these last 2 weeks have had really killer weeks. He's put up, really all 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks, he's put up 45 points, 36 points, 43 points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because of Dak Prescott, yeah, that's probably one of the real only reasons why he's winning as much as he is. If he didn't have Dak Prescott putting up, double his projected totals, probably wouldn't be doing quite as well.
Right.
Because Dalvin Cook is not doing as well as he was projected this year. Obviously, Robinson is doing well above what he was projected at to start off the year. Then his two wide receivers, Renfro and Gallup, who the hell cares about them? They are absolutely no threat and not scary to anybody. Obviously, Travis Kelce, the number one tight end in the league, be scared of him. And then he's got Tim Patrick, the Broncos wide receiver. Who the hell cares about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He does have AJ Green now.
I dropped him. I gave
Yeah.
up on life. I couldn't do it with him anymore. That guy pissed me off so much last week. One freaking catch for like 3 yards. Nope, done. Get out of here. Get the frick out.
Now, it's weird, though, to me that he has Calvin Ridley sitting on the bench right now. Yeah, he's dealing with a thigh knee injury, but I don't know if I would have Calvin Ridley out of the game if he plays.
No, absolutely not. And he's already projected to win by a lot. I mean, that would just help him win even more.
Hey, I'll be right back real quick. Just talk without me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we were still discussing that game, Daniel and Jamie. And again, we kind of point out that Daniel's team is kind of not really doesn't really stand out, but Prescott, he's the one that's been doing everything for him. And then on the other side, Jamie. Oh, we're back. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I'm back. Sorry. The fiance is calling me, just letting me know that she's getting some gas. So
I was gonna say, the other side, Jamie has Tom Brady playing tonight, so that he'll be the one that would be affected in this game.
yeah,
that's the only player on Thursday night.
bunch of questionable on his team right now. I expect Mixon, Thomas, and Brown to play, but
this could come down to Monday night. Jamie has Michael Thomas and the kicker for the Saints in that game. At least Michael Thomas would be a high point scorer. So it could come down to those guys if he plays.
And that's the problem, man. You got a questionable guy for Monday night. That could potentially not play. Who do you go out and get? Who's a replacement for him? You got
only choose whoever's on either team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess there's still wide receivers available for like the Chargers, but I mean at that point you have to drop somebody in order to pick somebody up. And who do you have on your team that you can drop at that point besides Michael Thomas? And are you really going to drop Michael Thomas?
Absolutely not.
No. At that point, it's almost like I'll eat the loss and just.
I did that in my other league. I had Davante Adams, and I waited till Monday night, and he was out, and I was screwed, and I literally just couldn't do anything. I just let him sit, and I got 0 points of him, and I lost the game. So
yeah,
I was just like, it is what it is. I tested fate, and I lost.
Yeah, definitely have to have a backup plan in those types of situations. But end of the day, man. End of the day, this is actually a really tough call as far as games go, because although Daniel is in first place, his only loss to me, his team absolutely seems beatable, especially by the team that Jamie does have right now. Although projections do tell us Jamie is at 108 and Daniel is at 125, I still think that Jamie could potentially pull out the victory here. The real difference comes in at like the tight end position, man. And
it does, yeah.
Yeah, the tight end and the running back situation, just as far as projections go. But we all know Mixon can freaking have a 40-plus point game like he did last week against me. And Todd Gurley has the ability to go off too.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see Jamie making this a competition and winning, but I am going to go with Daniel this week.
I'm calling Jamie for the win. I'm calling Jamie for the upset win.
Let's do it.
Yep. I don't think anybody gets to 4 wins this week. I think everybody that's at 3 wins stays at 3.
And the ones at 2s, like me and you, will go to 3.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think there's going to be a cluster screw up at the top of this thing. But no, it's good. It just means that nobody's running away with it like last year. And I'm perfectly
No one did
fine
run
with
away
that.
with it last year.
Well, I mean, through the regular season, Dave was just untouchable, did not suffer his first loss until week 12 or week 10 or something. So, no, this year, everybody seems beatable. Everybody seems like they have a team that can potentially beat everybody else's team on any given Thursday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep.
So I'm really enjoying this season so far, except for like the whole COVID BS that we're having to suffer through.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
But
Especially with
yeah,
the 12-team league. It has made things challenging. Like we just talked about the running backs. Oh, there should be someone in there that should get at least 10 points, right? No, the
no,
best person in there right now is 7.
projected for 7. Yeah.
So there's nothing out there really for free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's T.Y. Hilton. Someone dropped him.
Yeah, no, I did notice that somebody did drop T.Y. Hilton, but here's the thing about T.Y. Hilton, man. Since Andrew Luck retired, he has not received more than 5 targets in a game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He has not received more than 5 targets in a game since I read that stat today earlier, and I was expecting Phillip Rivers to be able to go in there and throw to him, especially a top threat wide receiver like he absolutely can be.
Yeah, that's kind of
But
interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
So that's that.
Yeah, I think that's that. I think we should probably call it for the week. What do you think?
Yep, it's time to go have dinner.
Yep.
I'm hungry.
Indeed. So that is our week 5 preview show. By the way, I just picked up T.Y. Hilton.
I
added
waiver?
I
Yeah, I was
added a
saying he's a
waiver claim
waiver.
for it. Damn.
So you're saying everyone watching, go claim him now. T.Y. Hilton. I'll do it right here after this call.
What's my waiver priority? I don't know my waiver priority. It's probably last for some reason, even though I'm at the very freaking end. Waiver priority 5 of 12. God damn it. How do I always have bullshit waiver priority?
I don't know. Who's number 1?
I don't know. Probably Dave.
Probably.
So, yeah, let's call this. Let's get done with this because I'm off work now. You're off work now. Let's all get to the gone. So, for my co-host with the most, Mr. Anthony S. Burgess, I got this week. The S stands for sensational because he's going to have a sensational week.
Aw, you're making me blush.
Yes. And I'm Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna, your hostess with the mostest. The M this week stands for motivated because by God, I'm going to win this week too. So we doing it. We getting it done. People getting their ass kicked.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Everybody getting their ass kicked. Nobody's safe. Bye. I don't like you guys.